there's another doctor that I saw, a famous one. What do you Wabu faith in kids. Yay! Chelete ka patala chelete engata colleagues yo. And the thing is, these doctors would prescribe you medication. After using the medication, back to square one.
Good day, mama. Seem to take a step out, get some air now. Let your edge out. Put some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now. Got me bummed out. You, baby, baby, baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Connie. What do you do? What's up? Send us some catalog, the one that never gets tired. Pim, 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 pim. Guys, I hope you like it here and I hope you're here to stay. Please click the subscription button. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. And like the video and click the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you can be notified. And everybody that has subscribed, welcome to the family. I hope you enjoy it here and thank you for the love. So guys, I just finished doing my workouts and I'm like, let me do a story time for my peeps. So in today's story time, it's something that I have never spoke about openly to, I guess, everybody also close to me. Most people that would know, I think it will be my mother and boyfriend. So, and I don't think I have shared this with my friends as well. So the story time goes like this. I was misdiagnosed multiple times by different doctors for something that I discovered myself, and I can say I diagnosed myself because I discovered how they must actually find the thing that I am struggling with. Okay, so this is how the story goes. Back then when I was in Potchefstroom, so I used to stay in Potch. Those of you who don't know, before I came to Joburg, I was staying in Potchefstroom. And when I was staying there, that was when I was still in my teenage times, like those puberty times. I think I was like my 10, 11, 12. Yes. So during that time, what happened is my armpits started itching, right? And then they started itching and then I developed some pimples under my armpits. So I told my aunt that, hey, Mankgolo, ke tswile diloka mo makgwafeng. And then my mother was in Joburg. My mother sent me money to go see a doctor. I went to see a doctor. The doctor gave me, the doctor checked and gave me an ointment that I should use. I went back home, I used the ointment and the ointment I think worked. After using the ointment, so before then, of course, I had started using deodorant, right? So after using that ointment on myself and the pimples were gone, now I have to use the deodorant. So every time I use the deodorant would irritate my skin and those pimples would come back. So then I thought maybe it's because I'm using my deodorant with my cousins or I'm using a strong deodorant. So then I started changing deodorant. Sometimes I would literally even put a soap, like a bar soap under my because I didn't know what to do, And then, nako ya tsamaya. At some point, and then my armpits started becoming dark, and then they would have like black hairs. Sometimes I would pop them, and I started now being insecure about my armpits and about wearing like stuff that are open here. So I would only wear long sleeve. Anything that I wear would cover. I would make sure that it covers here. When I do this, nobody would see anything. Okay, sharp. Then I came to Johannesburg in 2010 when I was about to go do my matric. I came here to do grade 11 in 2010 and I did my matric in 2011. So when I came to Joburg, the same problem was still there, but at this point we didn't know what to do. So I just continued sometimes putting on the deodorant, and sometimes I wouldn't, because these things, they would itch, especially when I sweat, when it's hot. Yo. Okay, then time passed, everything went. I went to see another doctor. So the first doctor didn't even tell me what was the issue, what those pimples were, So the second doctor, when I was in Joburg, I went to see, they said it's an eczema. Okay, cool. Eczema, they gave me some stuff for eczema. I applied, but they faded a little bit, not too much. And then they came back. And guys, I used to change like roll-ons. I tried everything from expensive to the least expensive, from natural, I even attempted making my own deodorant at home. It was tough. So, okay, cool. Time passed, and then it was me now. I was in varsity. So when I was in varsity, I started doing like a proper research. Not really a proper research. At a later stage, that's when I did the proper. But at varsity, I did a couple of research, and then there are stuff that I discovered. So I would discover that you can use a lemon to eliminate the odor under your armpits and to make them look brighter. I tried that. Lemon burned my skin. Literally. Like, I want a lemon, I would cut it and rub it. It would burn my skin. And then I stopped using the lemon. Then what I did is I bought a lemon juice. After buying a lemon juice, I would mix like that lemon juice in a bottle with olive oil. And then every time I want to apply on my armpits, I would shake it, apply it on the cotton pad, and that one was much better than the raw thingy. Then, now I'm discovering things. I'm discovering bento night clay. I'm trying bento night clay with charcoal. Paste. So I would do that. I would do the bentonite clay and charcoal paste and apple cider vinegar. Okay, excuse my mess. I've done cornrows for my week, and today I'm doing my facials, skincare. This is activated charcoal and bentonite clay. I've just mixed it with water and put it on my face. Okay, enough about my skin and face. Now, update about my armpits. Since my last laser treatment, yippee! I think there is a lot of improvement, especially this area right here, because I think this is the problematic area. It seems like it's getting dry, and the other side also, it looks promising. It looks way much better. I haven't been using any medication, the cream that my dermatologist recommended. I still have it, but I haven't been using it, so I'm only using the laser. And the other thing that I've been using after my second session with laser, I decided to buy the ordinary glycolic acid because I was not using deodorant, and the option that I had throughout this year actually has been lemon water. So I used to use lemon, just cut it in the middle and rub it under my armpit, but then it will burn my skin and it will burn me. So then I decided to use lemon juice, and then I mixed it with a little bit of olive oil, so in a bottle. And I would like spray it on a cotton, those round cottons, and then I would just rub it under my armpits. But then like during the day I would like when I sweat, I will smell my armpits and I will be like, what about the next person sitting next to me, you know? And then I saw on TikTok, yeah, it's on TikTok, I saw a couple of videos, people talking about glycolic acid and using it on their armpits. And I was like, okay, don't mind, my lips are dry. Maybe this is an option for me to try. Oh guys, if I can tell you, I've tried everything. I've tried organic deodorant, I've tried the natural, whatever, nothing works. So what would happen is I will use all these things. As time goes, I will see a bit of difference, but then I will develop like lamps around this area. This is like my problematic area. So then I stopped using deodorant totally. Then that's when I implemented the lemon thing, because I had also read that it also helps with brightening your underarms, but it was burning me. So then I opt for the ordinary glycolic acid, and it's doing wonders. And it has only been like 2 weeks, if I may say. And look at the difference. 2 weeks. It has been 2 weeks. And after 2 sessions of laser treatment. So there isn't much difference, but I can see there is something going on. And I'm hoping that the laser treatment will actually help. I'm going for my 3rd session on Friday. Today is Tuesday. I'm going for my 3rd session on Friday, and I'm hoping that the laser will come through for the girl, so that these things can go and fade and have clean armpits. And I think I'm gonna stick with the glycolic acid because it's doing wonders. My armpit don't smell, I don't itch. The other thing is with lemon, when I was using the lemon juice, of course I would sweat and itch, and when I scratch myself I develop lamps, and my skin will tear, you know, and then that was not a nice feeling. And also when I scratch myself, it's like I'm stimulating the smell, and the odor is just like girl. Oh. So I stopped that. Since I've been using the ordinary glycolic acid, I can tell you, most of the time my armpits, they don't even sweat a lot, and they don't sweat a lot. The odor is not there. I don't scratch myself. That's why I am so much That's why I'm in so much better condition right now. Like, this is way better than how my armpits used to look like. So I'm very happy with the results, and I'll keep you guys updated. I've been shooting all these things for my armpits. I'm actually documenting my armpits journey, because this disease, of course it's rare, and I'm just trying. It's a trial and error thing, and I'm hoping that at the end I will actually get the results that I've been looking for years. So thank you. Yeah, I discovered things. The apple cider vinegar, I used to drink it. I used to also rub it under my armpits. And apple cider vinegar, like, it's bitter, so bitter. So I would like do the paste and apply it every Sunday on my armpits. Sometimes I will also put it on my face if I have like something left. It would like suck out some, I don't know, that what. So it did work, but it was not efficient, wabo. And then I would discover like, at some point I was using bicarbonate with apple cider vinegar to scrub my armpits. Hey, colored ball. And then I also did my own scrub, my own sugar scrub. I did like a turmeric. I mixed turmeric with a couple of oils and turmeric, sugar, and honey. So I would actually scrub my armpits with that, and all those things, they were working. But immediately when I sweat, they would work for that period, but immediately when I sweat, I'm telling you, I would be here. So yeah, then I continued with that routine. So that was basically my routine for like maybe 2 or 3 years until I finished varsity. And I would sit and do research about like diseases that are related to armpits, Google, go to YouTube, like read. So this one time, what I did was I went on YouTube, and I was busy just with my research. Like, I wanted to know, what is this thing that is harassing me like this, and it's not going away, and the doctors are not coming up with anything. So I went onto YouTube. There's a lady that I discovered. She was in the US. She had the same problem as me. And then what happened in that video, the doctor took a biopsy. So a biopsy is like when they cut a small pinch off your skin and take it to the lab to analyze what's happening in that, within that skin or the sample that they took. And then of course now they will come with precise results. So I was like, this is interesting. Since now I've been going to see the doctor. Guys, there's another doctor that I saw, a famous one. What do you Wabu faith in kids. Yay! And the thing is, these doctors would prescribe you medication. After using the medication, back to square one. And when you go see them, they'll be like, okay, let me see. And then they write down the prescription. 2 seconds. You don't even spend five minutes in their office. No. Let me see. They write, they're misdiagnosing you, kadi eczema. Even the one that I went to, the celebrity doctor, I'm diagnosed with eczema. Eczema, he made me buy his products that did not work. Was prescribed the products from his practice. And prescribed the products to go buy at the chemist, at the pharmacy. Those products, they did not even work. And then, okay, sharp. Then I continued with my routine, blah, 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 blah. So after discovering the lady on YouTube, now my task was to find a place where I could get a biopsy done on me. Then I went on Google, I Googled. Now this was like a couple of years later, I think. And then I will also show you guys how my armpits used to look. Like in the beginning, they were dark and nasty and all that. So when I Googled, where can I get a dermatologist that performs a biopsy, I found one in Pretoria. And when I went to Pretoria, he did help me, he did check, and I told him, doctor, I've been to a couple of doctors and they have diagnosed me with eczema, but I don't think this is eczema because the medication that they have been giving me works, but it takes, after I complete the medication, I go back to zero. So I need to find out what is happening and can you do me a biopsy? He numbed me on one of the armpits and then he took the sample and took it to the lab, and then I went back home. I think a couple of days later he called me to say, hey, your results are back, darling, come and let me explain to you what is happening. He didn't want to explain over the phone. So I went back to his practice. It's Dr. Ndeta in Pretoria. Kana guy Louis, what there? Somewhere in Pretoria, who busy. Then, okay, he sat me down. He had this other thick book with him. He went through that book with me. A pager, and then he went straight to that. He gave me my results. My results said I had a disease called Fordyce. What is this? He's like, okay, this is a rare disease and unfortunately it's not curable and it affects women and blah 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 blah. So he explains to me, okay, this is how you can manage it and blah 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 blah. And he prescribed me medication, some pills, steroids and cream. So I'll show you how my armpits looked after, well, while I was using the cream. And the other thing is this, is that while I was using the cream, like everything was fading away. My armpits were like a baby bum. They were like so soft, so clean. And yeah, but after completing the treatment also, I went back to square one. Then I was like, okay, at this point I was not using deodorant anymore at all. Like I was not using a deodorant at all. I was managing my armpits with tonadi paste that I was making, the scrubs, the whatever that I was doing. And then I had to sit down and think to myself, how will I survive this? Let me go read about this Fordyce disease. How can I manage it? Because now will I have to always go to the doctor and get prescriptions and blah 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 blah. Then I discovered glycolic acid. Glycolic acid, it also helps with the smell on your armpits. And then I discovered chlorophyll that when you drink chlorophyll, it eliminates body odor, which is something, it's also natural, it's high in pH. So I was like, I can do that. So this is the chlorophyll. It's almost finished. If you come. So okay, liquid chlorophyll, internal deodorant, promotes cleansing, refreshes breath. So this is what I take in the morning. Ooh, and it stains, eh? It stains. It's green. And I'm gonna have it now. You can have like 1 teaspoon of this. So now, cause I know how to eyeball it. So, ooh. So this is what I am taking at the moment. After completing my medication with Dr. Nteta, and then I had to sit down and be like, I need to find an efficient way of me to deal with this, because I'm not gonna be going to the doctor always to get prescription and be on drugs and blah 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 blah. So then I started having this, and what I love about this chlorophyll, this is 473 mils, and this lasts me like the whole 6 months. I bought this in, I think in Jan, and already I want to August, so it's almost finished. And then I have a glycolic acid that I use. I've also like poured it into this bottle because when I travel most of the time, this container is too big on my 2-liter bag, and it just makes my 2-liter bag gets too full. And then what I did is, when I was doing my own research, they did mention the creams that you can use to lower or to manage the Fordyce thingy, which is the hydrocortisone cream. I've got this one. This was too harsh on my skin, and then I got this one. This is the current one that I'm using, so I stopped using this one. I'm using this one. You see, it's almost finished also. I must go get another one, and this I can just get it over the counter at any pharmacy. I just tell them that I want the hydrocortisone cream, and they just give it to me. So what I do is, every day I drink this chlorophyll. Every day after bathing, I apply my glycolic acid. So glycolic acid helps with like exfoliating your skin. So it's been a while I haven't even used like a body scrub or the paste that I used to use. So I only use the glycolic acid also to brighten my underarms. And the other thing, guys, that I forgot to mention is I used to go for laser hair removals. So I would develop like limps under my armpits, and they would be so painful when I pop them and smell. Like they were so smelly. Whatever boladu or connecting this thing. I forgot what is it called. Yeah, like when you pop it in boladu bato. Yeah, that smell. That's what used to happen, and I would go for my laser hair removal, and that helped me to minimize those bumps. And now I no longer have those bumps, and I want to show you my armpits now. This is how I'm managing them. Okay, oh, I'm wearing my belt, guys. So this is how my armpits looks. I haven't even been to my laser hair removal. This is much cleaner and better like it has been before, and I'm no longer going to the doctor. So I'm yet to see will it get any clearer or what. And now I'm gonna have my drink. So that's my story time on how I was misdiagnosed. I don't know. Probably I will do another video on how to manage this condition. And I'm mainly doing this video because I want to make an awareness of this disease. I didn't know about it. I also found about it on like YouTube. And if there's anyone who's doing a study about it, like I'm available to be part of your study, blah blah blah. Send me your survey questions, your questionnaires, whatever. If you want to take the sample, I'm available and all that. But what I know is this disease also, it affects women from the age of 13 to 35. So I'm 30 now. By 35, hopefully they will disappear. So thank you guys for tuning in. Mwah.